what is wrong with bankofamerica.com. Can you see it? Can you tell? No, of course you can't see it, because what is wrong with bankofamerica.com is the ghost button. And so today we're going to talk about what is a ghost button, why not to use it, and why I think Bank of America is using it. So designers, listen up, this one is for you. So first, let's go into what is a ghost button. So typically ghost buttons are white on white buttons, gray on gray buttons, basically no contrast buttons. And it is well known that these do not convert as well as contrast buttons. So if you've not checked out goodui.org, I do recommend it. And they have a summary of experiments that compare this contrast button, A, with B, a ghost button. And by and large, the contrast button works better. So we'll say view all details, you see the gray on gray. You've got a blue button here, a white on white button here. And my favorite at the very end, Booking.com, known for their A/B testing, tries it out as well, and it does not work. And so, sure, Bank of America may have tested this, but we expect probably not. And probably if they did test it, they would find what most of these folks have found is that ghost buttons do not convert as well as high contrast buttons. Now, from a behavioral science perspective, this should be quite obvious. What is a button is just a place for you to put your attention. A contrast button is more salient. You will see it. If you do not see something, you cannot do anything with it. And so it is a logical, it's not rocket science here, it's a logical flow of events that if you have something you want people to do, their attention should be directed there. But this kind of maybe looks a little nicer. You could argue that ghost buttons from a design perspective are more friendly or more aesthetically pleasing. They may fit into the site more. And so designers in the last couple of years have gravitated towards these ghost buttons as ways to make the site look very visually pleasing. And great, but it doesn't convert. And so the question is, why would Bank of America have a ghost button here? And my theory is that Bank of America, like potentially many companies, are not actually measuring their designers on behavior change. So if you're a designer, a UX designer on this site, and you're designing it, you want it to look aesthetically pleasing. When you show it to people, you can be proud of it. What you may want, if you're a Bank of America product manager or marketing person, is to get people to do the thing that they want to do. You want to have them fulfill their intention to act, why they came to Bank of America, maybe to log in, and you as a product manager or marketer want them to do that. As a designer, why aren't we measuring designers on these same KPIs? I have a theory that if we started measuring designers on the behavior that we want to change, the behavior that we wanted a user to do, all of a sudden, probably our websites would get a little bit uglier, but they may be more effective. And so in behavioral science, the number one thing to do if you want to do behavior change is focus on the behavior that you want to change. So ghost buttons, throw those away. Don't do them. You can't see them. And let's start focusing on that actual behavior, which high contrast buttons, great, but really the bigger macro picture is just figuring out what is that behavior and starting to measure our teams on it.